Hello and welcome to the Overly Animated Podcast, where we take animation seriously. We talk everything animation here, including Mysticons, which we'll be getting into today. I'm Dylan Hysen, and today I'm joined by Delaney Stovall.
Hey, y'all.
And April Collins.
Hello.
Yeah, it's magic hour for the season 1 finale of Mysticons, All Hail Necrafa, that aired today on Nickelodeon at 8:30 a.m. and a few weeks ago on YTV. But yeah, that's right, season 1 finale. Not that you'd know that from watching either network that airs this show, but I think you could probably
news to me.
probably tell from watching the episode itself, I would say. But yeah, we're a very, very exciting episode. We're getting into All Hail Necrafa and everything about it, just like we do Mysticons, every episode or two here on the Overly Animated Podcast. You can check us out at overlyanimated.com or search for Overly Animated Mysticons on iTunes to subscribe to not miss anything, or if you're listening on YouTube, subscribe to that. So big spoilers this week for Mysticons episode 12 and all previous episodes. Is this 13 or 12? 13 and all previous episodes. But we're no spoilers for the YTV airing, so don't worry about that are past this, just up to the Nickelodeon releases. So let's get into All Hail Necrafa. A lot of hype here. Delaney, what are your reactions to our finale?
Drama. There was so much drama. A lot of double crossing, which was a little on the nose, but that was fine. I thought it was pretty good. I kind of hate the Astromancers. Like, can they just please figure out how to pilot their stupid ship? I'm really frustrated. Zarya was also extremely superbly gay in this episode.
Yes.
She was being gay with everyone.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, Zarya, calm down. I thought it was well paced. Like, a lot happened. It didn't really feel like as short as it was, but it also didn't feel rushed. Like, it felt fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how earned I think it might be. Like, we're at the finale, and I'm not really sure. Like it was nice to finally have the payoff with Arcana's parents. Also, ow, straight in the chest. That hurt. But, like, I mean, I liked it. I thought it was good. Well, I'll talk, I guess, a little bit more about, like, I don't know, it felt a little weird, like, too soon almost. But I think I think it was executed well.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean with the earns. I mean, nothing good, like, they lose everything, so it's not like the hero's gaining things in that type of earn, but just, like, in terms of the narrative. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay. April, thoughts on All Hail Necrafa?
Well, considering I just learned that it was a season finale episode.
I mean, you can tell from the ending, right? Like, it's
Yeah, well, like, now I'm like, oh, everything makes, like, a whole bunch more sense now. Because I was like, oh, we're just continuing to just, like, chug along. And, like, don't get me wrong, I thought it was all very well done. And it was another one of those episodes where, like, there's a lot going on, but it doesn't feel like you've been sitting in an episode for, like, forever. Like, it doesn't drag, I guess. But yeah, I enjoyed this episode. I thought it was great, from them betraying the Astromancers, because those guys suck, all the way to, like, the, like, beautiful ship moments between all of our, I guess, shipped pairs at this point. So, and then Tazmat was wonderful, and Necrafa is just beautiful and horrifying and savage, and I love everything about her. So
beautiful. Love her.
I mean, you know, as a character. So she was great. I was really into that. And I enjoyed Kimra in this episode, because sometimes she kind of, like, grinds on me a little bit, but I liked it. It was a good episode for me. I enjoyed it.
Okay,
good thing to watch this morning.
Yeah, well, we know what side April would be on in the Mysticons conflict, so straight defecting right away to Necrafa. That's what April's doing. To be fair, that's probably the smart move, I would say.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm interested to see if that's what Tazmat does. Anyway, I really love this episode, All Hail Necrafa. I think this is an incredible finale, and the type of finale that we really don't get on animated shows anymore in America. North America, we can say. And this just really cements to me, like, what Mysticons is as a show. Like, Mysticons is an Avatar / Korra type show. It's, which doesn't exist anymore in North American animation. And it's the combination of action and narrative. They really been going for it. And, you can tell, with the jam-packed, very plot-heavy finale that they really intend to just go full scale with this. And I didn't like realize until this episode that this is the show that I was waiting for. Like from we kind of lost track of this plot thread with this podcast. But we were talking about for a while about how the action-oriented American animated show is dead. There's really just Star Wars Rebels on the air now, that after Korra and Young Justice ended. Young Justice coming back, of course, so that's going to be good. But,
super excited.
We've really just had no action, oriented animated shows for a long time. And, Mysticon, it didn't fully click to me that, like, in addition to being, interesting, having an interesting narrative, good characterization, female, leads, like, this is the action heavy narrative oriented, probably reverse those show that we've this is everything I want. And even though this finale, it's not like perfect or whatever, and in the context of the season's narrative, it's not spectacular as like a satisfying ending to a lot of narrative points, but I don't really care about that. Like, the episode itself, I think is fabulous and potentially the best episode of the show. I think last week's also incredible. This week and last week were really great. And there's just so many moments of this episode that just pop and are incredible. And I'm after this episode, I'm like, how are more people not watching Mysticons? Like, this is everything we want from a show. Specific moments in this episode that really stood out to me. The big one is the our ship montage song sequence, which I think was really fabulous. And I think they worked in the romantic kind of undertones of the series so far really well into this finale. The middle section of the episode is very much the like preparing for the big battle of your fantasy sequence, and I think that's so good is the middle of this episode when we just really get to highlight our three couples. And then I think the ending's also really good. I think the action scenes to the Orc Bash music was great.
The call to it.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And I think the ending is really satisfying, just seeing, Necrafa break out, and, she's really interestingly designed and, terrifying. And the end of this episode is really good. So, I'm all in on All Hail Necrafa. Really, really, really enjoyed it. I don't know what the lead. I guess we should talk about Necrafa being back first. Like, I want to go to the ships, but we can hold off on that for a second. But, Necrafa is, so Dreadbane loses all the Codex pieces last episode and then gets all of them back here with, Kim Ra, taking it back from them. So, Necrafa free, double crosses Dreadbane, says, Dreadbane's like, I love you. She's like, I love you not.
I was like, savage.
Yeah, it was savage, yeah.
That was really satisfying. Like, bye-bye, Dreadbane.
I know. Like,
Goodbye.
I felt bad for him for like 2 seconds, but then I was just like, nope, I lost it. Like,
well, he was so really sad, and I was like, oh, bye.
I love you not. Yeah.
Like, wow.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, Borat, Necrafa, yeah.
Like, total Voldemort move. Like, you could have freed me sooner.
Yeah, like...
I know, right?
Yeah, I guess to be fair, it's probably thousands of years. But
wasn't it? It's like 1,000 years, like exactly, or something
I don't
like
know.
that.
I'm not clear on that, but yeah, it's Necrafa freed, and she instantly takes all the.
How old are the Astromancers?
Right. So that's something else we learned. That's less of a bleed, but we learned the Astromancers are as old as Dreadbane and Necrafa. Yeah, or at least those three. The main three.
Yes.
Necrafa Freed takes the power of the Codex pieces and then does this.
Does she like absorb them or something?
Yeah, not clear. That's what it looks like. I'm not clear if other people can also, if like someone else took the codex from her, like they could also absorb the power, or whether she like drained it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was really confused, I guess, about that, and so I guess I'm not the only one. I was like, oh, Dylan and Delaney will tell me.
I mean, we don't know anything about Necrafa, right? I assume we'll elaborate on her. And
well, it's like interesting because like it's a spell book, but then like the book itself has power, so it's like. Okay.
Yeah, that I also didn't really click to me until this episode that the that the book itself was so. But yeah.
Also, how did Dreadbane break apart the book back into the 4 pieces? Like,
yeah, I didn't know it combines into one book. I guess it just like easily comes apart. I don't know. Anyway, and then Necrafa like goes over Drake City, and she does this like I don't know exactly what to call this, the like horror movie like distorted face all over the place thing. Yeah, it's very I think surprisingly like scary like for this type of show. I love it.
She just looks like Samurai Jack, and it's really weird because like she's like in like Samurai Jack animation in the middle of Mysticons. So that's what she looks like to me. Like
it's like a coup or something.
Yeah, like she just looks like Samurai Jack.
I mean, it's supposed to be like an ancient evil, so I think that makes sense. And
I guguess it's fair.
Yeah, and I just seems like a big threat, much bigger than Dreadbane. Yeah, Dreadbane. I think right after he had his breakout episode last week, gone forever now. So that sucks. But I think that was intentional. So
he's maybe not forever. Back. The book's gone.
Right.
So I feel like they have to get the book back.
Right. He's not. If someone got the book, they could free him from the portal. In theory, he's just back.
And like I guess theoretically, they could like use the spellbook to make him flesh again too.
Oh, interesting. Oh. Not clear if the bone that Arcana's parents are encapsulated in is what they're made out of. Yeah, that's possible.
Also, our theory about that necklace was wrong.
What was our theory about the necklace?
Didn't we say that it was the necklace that turned Dreadbane into the like skeleton?
Yeah.
Body
that is what happened.
Yeah, but she took it off of him, and he was still like Dreadbane. So, and then she pushed him into the portal. She was like, "Thanks for holding on to my jewelry. Bye."
Yeah, considering she specifically took the necklace, we'll be seeing more of that. Yeah, so we'll figure that out eventually. But yeah, Necrafa's back. Delaney, surprised?
No, I'm not. I was like, okay, all hail Necrafa, season finale. Like,
well, yeah, they put it in the name. So
things were going.
Things were in the name.
Things were going too well for the Mysticons. It's kind of interesting that she's like this. Like, I'm just interested to see what she does. Like, everyone's really scared of her. And I'm like, what is this all-powerful evil? Like, what is she about? Like, what is the point of her? Yeah. But I'm like, cool, this is exciting. Like, because Dreadbane sucks. So, like, it's nice to have, like, an actual threat, I guess.
Yeah, we really don't know a lot about her, so it's hard to comment too much on it. But do you just like the prospect of her being the main villain of the show?
Yes, definitely. Because, like, again, Dreadbane sucks. And, like, to have, like, an actual scary villain, and, like, she can do magic. And then also I think it's really interesting what she might make Tazmat do. Because I think Tazma's going good. Because she's like, oh no, this is bad.
Yeah.
She's like, ah! So I feel like that's what I'm interested about. And, like, I mean, even Novateron's scared. He said apocalypse, so that was pretty good. That was satisfying. Yeah, I'm just excited to, like, see what she's gonna do. And, like, we have, like, this really all-powerful, threatening villain. I mean, I hope there's more to her than just, like, she's really scary and Voldemort evil and stuff. But, like, we'll just have to see. But, like, she seems really scary, so that'll be nice.
Yeah. Novateron's apocalypse at the end doesn't carry much weight after that previous episode. So I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, April, obviously you're into Necrafa because you're on Team Necrafa already.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. But no, like, I'm curious to see, like, how she's gonna take, I guess, because Dreadbane was just like there, like, he was like, oh, he's that evil force kind of thing, and he was just, I don't know, he sucked, like, he wasn't that great.
Look, what's with the Dreadbane hate? Come on, guys.
He's incompetent.
Yes, yeah. He sucks in that he's bad.
Oh, he's a great character.
Yes,
he just sucks at being the villain.
Yeah,
okay.
he's a bad villain. Yeah. He's a great guy.
Wait, is he a great guy? Is he?
No, but I'm just trying to.
Sure, like we can have tea and we can like take everybody to dinner, but like if you want him to take over a small country, he's not your dude.
Like you're not gonna call him.
Right, yeah.
I'm just like, I'm excited to see like what this like menacing like force is going to be that is Necrafa. Like I want to know why we're all scared of her. Like, you know, like, oh, we
why
don't want
is Dreadbane in love with her? Like, why is she so great?
Yeah, what makes her so great to bad guys but so terrifying to good guys? Like, who is she? What is she about? I want to take her to dinner and find out who she is.
Really? You would take Necrafa to dinner? That seems like a mistake. That you might die.
You know, that's true. But
it was like worth it. Yeah. So
look, I'll come back with a great story. Just for
no, you're not coming back. No, but your turn. You're going to be turned to bone or something. Best case scenario. Anyway,
at least I'll get to carry around a stick.
Yeah. As discussed on our Discord. Yeah, so Necrafa seems really like a really potentially interesting villain. I'm worried that she's just going to be generic evil force, considering her voice is really menacing and she does that head thing. But like at least she's got a great design and has the interesting animation going for her. So, and I think this is really satisfying considering that we've seen Necrafa in the opening credits sequence every episode, and she's like on the coin or the back of the dragon disc. I don't know, but yeah, it's like this was definitely always happening, and it's great that we're here, and I'm looking forward to maybe, I don't know if I'm looking forward to a more urgent tone from the series. I don't think it's gonna matter. Like, I don't think we're gonna fall into like every episode as like urgent plot now that Necrafa's back. I think that the end of the episode gives the impression that it's like an immediate threat, but she might fall back for a second because she like just woke up 5 seconds ago. I think that would be
look. She's got to readjust to modern society, figure out what's going on.
Yeah, she's like, what is this scry-fi? Yeah, I think that's what she has to do, and she has to just catch up on the whole internet. Yeah, let's do that. But yeah, definitely looking forward to Necrafa. I love that the episode ends this way. Very reminiscent of the Avatar Book 2 finale. Earth Kingdom has fallen, everything just going badly, and Necrafa's out. It's going to be good times to come.
Good times.
Yeah.
See, Dylan, you're getting on board with it.
I've always been Team Necrafa. I feel like I've always been anticipating this, but I would not betray the Mysticons to join Team Necrafa though. I'm still.
I didn't say that I would betray them. I'm just saying.
playing both. Cool. Yeah, both. Yeah, you just be on both teams. Yeah, I'm interested. So Tazmat is interesting, like because and we'll get more into this later. But Delaney brought up like how is she going to react to Necrafa being back, and she's like not happy. She said no when Necrafa is getting freed. So Tazmat seems not into this, but it's not really clear what her motivations are still. And,
well, I think she wants power. Like, I mean, when she was talking to Arcana, she's like, "Or you can rule the world yourself."
Right.
Arcana not Arcana. Tazmat just wants someone to love her and be nice to her, and she wants friends, and that's what's going to happen because she's going to be like, "Well, crap."
Yeah,
or she might be like a double agent because like I don't know how she's gonna get out of there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so she literally is in that layer. But you that line that she says to Arcana that you could just have all the power. Like it's easy to interpret that as that's like her plans that would be her plans for the Codex. So I think that's probably what Tazmat's going for, but I don't know if she has everything too well thought out. But yeah, I think in the meantime, I think probably she just has to fake fall in line with Necrafa. I don't think she really has another choice. And just for her own
unless
safety.
She manages to apparate out of there, like
yeah, but even if she does, where's she going? Unless she just lives on her own.
Yeah.
Like she's not Mysticons. She's in the Lotor and Voltron position right now. Like she's got nowhere to go. So I think that she should just fall in line with Necrafa, and Necrafa doesn't really have. I don't think Necrafa's taking Gideon Tibian, whatever Dreadbane's lieutenant is, as her number 2. I think she'll be looking for a number 2 like Tazmat. So maybe she could fill that role. Yeah, we'll get back to Tazmat in a little bit, but I think the second lead here is our ships in this episode. That's what I'm most hyped about.
You just want to talk about the ships.
The scene that really popped to me was the drawing the sigils scene with Arcana and Malvaron at nighttime on the ship, when we cut between the 3 couples and the main focus, Arcana and Malvaron drawing these sigils with the song Run by Chasing Jonah in the background, which I thought worked really well. I think this was, I know I've said this like once or twice before, but I just think they keep getting better. I think this was like the best use of like real music in the show to date.
Their use of music is always good, though. Like,
and we'd misinterpreted from before. All the Mysticons music are real like indie songs, and if you go to director Matt Ferguson's Twitter, Matt_the_Ferg, he posted a list of all the songs that have been in the show up to this point. So you can check those out there. And yeah, this is Chasing Jonah's second song. She had one in the first episode as well. I think this fits the tone of like the scene really well. And I think it's one of the most gorgeous scenes of the show with like the colorful sigils on the nighttime sky. And and really love that we're so blatantly highlighting our pairings.
I thought it was also really interesting because it seemed like such a small line, but it really stuck out to me too in terms of like the Arcana Malvaron sort of ship, is that whenever like he, I guess, like betrayed her, she was just like I can't believe you would do that to me. And then there was like that very blatant pause, and then she's like, your friend. And I was like, oh no, you just threw that in there. Like, I see where you're getting.
Yeah.
But it stuck out so very much to me that it wasn't so much that it was like he betrayed like her as a friend, but he betrayed her kind of thing.
Yes.
So
yes. This is by far our biggest Arcana and Malvaron episode. Arcana X Malvaron, right? Like this is
like also like Mysticon's breakup with Malvaron. Like,
right. Yeah. There's a
like,
hot second when
everyone's like, no, get out of here.
Even Doug's mad.
Yeah. Piper was not happy. And so Arcana Malvaron, we have the drama with Malvaron saying no, we have to destroy the codex. I do think this felt a little forced. Like, I don't think Malvaron, I don't know if Malvaron would have done this. I feel like he would have tried to save Arcana's parents, but he comes around in a few seconds, so whatever.
Right.
And
like, it's just, all the drama, like this beginning drama felt really forced, but like it turned out okay.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I could see where I think the show does balance it pretty well, because eventually Arcana also she like chooses to try to destroy the codex rather than it's like when push comes to shove, she does that as well. Like, so the show eventually convinces like us that the urgency was there. I don't think I saw what the big deal was, like why we have to destroy it right now. Like I was very much on Arcana's side in the beginning, but eventually I think we do get there. And I think big Arcana Malvaron episode. Probably what's intended to be the main couple of the show was not really like, I think that this was not as much of a romantically highlighted as the other 2 pairings we're going to talk about up until this episode. Like, obviously they had their macaroni and cheese in the forest under the influence of the flower, but that's not real. And then we had Arcana vaguely referring to a boy in her diary. So that's really like it, I think, before this episode. Our Arcana Malvaron, aka Astromage, aka macaroni and cheese. These are we haven't really decided on one of the 2.
Our official names.
Yeah. What are you feeling it after this episode, April?
Yeah, it can be a thing.
Begrudging, yes? Okay.
I mean, there are other ships that I'm far more
another 2 are more interesting.
But I mean, it's just because like this was the obvious one, you know? So it I don't know, like whenever it's like it's the obvious one, and even though I'm into it, it's still like it hurts a little to say that. So, but I'll allow it.
April will allow. Will you allow it, Delaney?
I mean, I'll allow it. Okay. I do think the show has relied a little too much on we have the main guy and the main girl, and you're just going to want them together. Like, I think they've relied on that too much to create this pairing. because like you said, there hasn't been a lot of like romantic build-up. I mean, they've had their moments, and like the way they interact, like they clearly like respect each other a lot, and like it's fine. And it's not like it's a bad ship. It's not like, oh, Malvaron's terrible, or like, oh, Arcane is terrible.
He's the worst human ever.
Right, like it's fine. Like, I mean, they're cute, and like I really liked, like, the scene with the sigils was honestly enough to like sell it. Like, it was really great. Like, it was a beautiful scene. Yeah. But I do think they've relied a little bit too much. But if they're gonna have a gay ship, it kind of doesn't matter.
Right. Well,
it's like whatever.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. Yeah. But I would argue that the show hasn't really, like, I get what you're saying that
well, they've relied on, like, it's not like they forced it in the way that like other shows do. Like, they've relied on.
Right. There's definitely hasn't been build up, but I don't think we built up to anything anyway. Like, you could argue that the moments in this episode don't feel as earned as they could if they built it up more, but that's it. Like, I mean, there's no other.
They really built up is Casey and.
Yeah. I mean, I'd argue the other couple too that we're about to discuss, but
the other couple.
Well, no.
I like this. Clearly, there's like, I think it's mostly just a result of the fact that Arcana and Malvaron are two of our most underdeveloped characters on the show. So like, it's just they're in pretty dire need of characterization, and I just don't think there's any negative consequence of not having more Arcana Malvaron moments before this episode. It's like, whatever. Okay, this episode was like good enough on its own, and it's not like they're a couple immediately. Like, we have time to build them up properly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, because it was one of those things that's not. It's still like, what is it? It's not like, oh yeah, they're a couple. It's like, oh, they have the potential.
Yeah, they're just having tender moments. That was it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. They do the sigil drawing. We have the line April highlighted with what about your oath to me as a friend? Oh, we are done. Yeah, she says, oh, we are done.
We're done.
Yeah, you get it, girl. Yeah, oh, we are done. And then also when they're like reading over the spell book, she's a little bit cuddled up to him. She's doing this thing with her legs that like
her body language.
Yeah, body language.
Saying
yeah. I think that like they did a better job with Arcana's body language here. Like, I haven't bought that she like likes Malvaron at all before. Like, I know the show from the diary thing was maybe going for that, but I saw no reason that she would like him, and I think this episode does a much better job conveying that she does. So yeah, I agree. Yeah, so I think the two of them, and just them drawing the sigils, wonderful. So more in on Arcana Malvaron. Just in general, a very good Arcana episode as well. I would say.
Agreed.
Yeah, her moment.
I thought it was a good Arcana episode.
Yeah, her moment with her mom when she has to like give up on freeing her. Yeah, brutal. Yeah,
tears.
Yeah.
My heart.
That was just heartbreaking. I was like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
This is awful.
Yeah.
Why are you guys doing this to me?
But I think it was a good payoff too. Like,
yeah, like, it really like it drives home that whole like we've lost everything, because they literally lost everything. So Arcana lost the codex, her parents.
Yeah,
like,
the statues fall into the water. Yeah. Doesn't seem
We're
like
not
that big
going
of a hurdle.
swimming.
We could just get them. Just dive down and get them back.
We're not going swimming.
I think we are. Like, how else? Obviously, we're not just going to leave them there.
Dylan, we don't know that.
I think we do know that. Anyway, let's talk about the other two couples. So we'll save the best for last. Let's talk about M and Casey, aka MC, spelled like Master of Ceremonies. That's my name. Please use it. So this is we have a few moments between them during our song sequence. They're like head on shoulders on each other. And then before that we have a scene with Casey getting Topaz to warm up to him.
I thought it was cute.
Topaz kicking him was great.
Yeah. Oh, you like that part?
That was.
Yeah.
That was funny.
And then, she's like, Topaz, we're friends now. Yeah. So.
No, I like how he did it, and then Casey was like, "It's fine."
Yeah. Yeah. Casey continues to be wonderful.
You know, I like Casey.
And then
when he like catches Malvaron.
Yeah, he catches. Yeah, well, I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, and then later in the episode, he tries to save M like by attacking Kimra, and then and then M saves him when he falls into the water.
It's good.
I love that they're like I love the portrayal in that of like they're the battleship, like they're both like these like front lines guys, and they save each other. I think that's really cool.
I like how everyone in the show just thinks he's really cute because Kimra gave him her number. Like, That was really funny.
Yeah,
if you survive this.
Kimra says, "Oh, you cute. You call Kimra if you survive."
Like, that was pretty good.
Yeah, did she have a business card? Like,
yes.
Why does Kimra have a business card? Yeah, so yeah, that was really funny. I think that was one of Kimra's best moments. And yeah, just I actually unlike Arcana and Malvaron, which I'm like, oh, it's sweet in this episode, but overall I don't really care about them. Casey and Em, I think I actually genuinely like the two of them together.
They're adorable.
Yeah. They're super cute together. I love them.
Yeah,
and they balance. I think they're like that nice balance. Like he saves her, she saves him. Like they save each other. They're just cute.
Yeah, yeah. And I think they're the closest to like quote unquote dating of the three of the pairs.
I think so too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean,
they're like, yeah, we're cute. We're over here being cute.
Yeah, I mean, they've already like confessed their feelings to each other basically last episode, or at least Casey. Yeah, I guess they both have at this point. Yeah, so but then the other couple is more implied. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about the headliner here.
Yes,
it's not actually that big of a part of the episode, runtime wise. But Zarya and Kitty, after the breakout Zarya Kitty episode last week, and I was like, "Chill, guys, it's one episode." Well, I was wrong. It's in your face again.
Not one.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, Delaney, what did you think of Zarya and Kitty this episode?
It's adorable. They're super gay. So Zarya's like, "Hey, sunshine." I was like, "Gay." Like, well, at first, early in the episode, like, Arcana's like, "We did it, girl," and I was like, "Zarya, like you're in love with Kitty Boom. What are you doing?" And then I was like, "Geez, Zarya," and then when they dropped out, she goes, "Hey, sunshine." I was like, "Oh my god, this is so amazingly gay. Wow, that is not a straight thing someone says to somebody."
And then even more later, Kitty puts the blanket over her and then kisses her on the side of the head.
Well, because I was mad about it, because it was like her, like one of her like dudes or whatever, and I was like mad. And then gives it to her, and then she and I was like, already this is cute. And then she kissed her forehead, and I was like, oh my god, like obviously not platonic. For the record, my girlfriend calls me Sunshine, which means this is obviously gay.
Yeah, we have proof. Wow. There's the hard evidence.
This is the hard evidence. She kissed her forehead. Gay.
Yeah.
It was amazing. They're really cute and they're sweet and so good. And Kitty's like, I'm not used to like being good. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, that was the other scene too. Yeah. You got to get used to being a good guy. Yeah, they had their own. There was like a pre-song package between the three of them as well, and that was their moment there. Yeah, April also feeling it.
Oh my gosh, yes. I had a small moment because what was it? There was the whole that first line or about babe or whatever, and I was like, okay, I guess. And then like, hey sunshine, and I was like, hey sunshine, yes. Like hold hands, do something. Like, and then the whole like what was it? Putting the cape on her. Oh, I was about it. I'm all for this ship. Like,
yeah.
And like the fact that like they did this as a trio. Because they show Piper sleeping.
Yeah.
With Choco.
Our poor little elven baby.
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah, no, it's really legitimizing. I think that's what you're getting at.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what is so incredible. Like, that's really what sold it for me, is because, like, you're not used to seeing stuff like that. And, like, they're like, yeah, no, this is, like, this ship. Like, this is what's going on here. You're not just like, oh, this is friendly. Like, no, like, everyone's cute, and they're all in love with each other, and it's adorable. Because, like, the thing is, like, you know, people can be like, oh, whatever, so you just put a blanket on her and kiss her forehead, whatever. They're just really good friends, like, Kay. But, like, doing it with Em and Casey and Arcana and Malvaron, it's like, nope. Everyone's being real cute on the ship. Like,
yeah, it's just very blatantly shown within the romance package. Yeah,
exactly.
I definitely. This exceeded my wildest expectations. Like the fact that they're just legitimized this as a romantic portrayal in the show. Like right now, the end of season 1 it's just
it gives me so much life.
I've never seen another animated show do this. Like honestly, I've literally never seen this before.
It's beautiful.
No, like, and they're doing it so subtly. Like, it's just so cute. Like, they're treating it no different than how they're doing Like, it's no different than Arcana and Malvaron. Like, they're just like, oh, yeah, we're just being cute over here. Like,
It's been they're clearly working to like they're clearly building this up really well, and
well, the difference is like out of all the characters, like Kitty, Boone, and Zarya have the most history, so like they're treating it very well. Like we have to get to that point, like. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, and like it was done. Their relationship was portrayed so naturally that I didn't see it. Like they were a big part of like episodes, like 7, 8, like that type of range. And I honestly wasn't. I didn't see it at first, and we're always looking for this. So I don't know. But they built it up to a point where it just feels it feels like a great dynamic, and it's such a wonderful portrayal. Like even ignoring any sort of potential future stuff, this is already like a great female romance portrayal. Like it already deserves praise from what they've done.
Like A+. Yeah. This is so good. Oh yeah, I'm really happy about it, and they're super cute.
Yeah, it's too. Yeah, and they're great. This is like number one thing I'm looking forward to seeing in the future episodes of the show. This season 2 arc where I think they're still. It seems like they're still going to be with the Pink Skulls. Going in the next episode. So I hope that means more Zarya Kitty moments. But the Zarya ship wars have not been decided because, as Delaney referenced, there was still a good Fae moment, Zarya and Arcana, earlier in the episode when Zarya puts her arm around Arcana's shoulders and like smiles at her, is like, "We did it, girl."
It's like, Zarya, you need to like calm down. Like, I know you're really gay, honey, but you need to like calm down a little bit.
Yeah, it's still like it hasn't been decided. Like I think this was, other than the 3 couples that I think were clearly being portrayed as canonical in this episode, this is the other one that people have been really talking about, and I think that it's still a possibility. Like I think that they've like my question I want to know is if the thing that we're actually doing is Kitty and Zarya. And not Zarya and Arcana. If that's true, I wonder why we're doing this Zarya and Arcana stuff. Like, I definitely think it's for a reason. It could just be that they're trying to continue the, like, hot and cold dynamic that they established earlier in the season.
I mean, if they want to have a gay love triangle, I'm okay with that,
like,
honestly.
I know.
Right.
I'm just like, honestly, like, why are we doing I'm not sure. So
do you think it's like one of those things where they're trying, because they're like subtly doing this, you know what I mean? Like you've already kind of said that, is that we're subtly like doing this, and we're having, like,
oh my god, what if it's a total fake out and it's gonna be Arcana and Zarya? I'm gonna die.
Right. See, I was literally just
right. Like here's the thing. We have a lot of episodes to go until this is 40 episodes. Like, is this the endgame ship and Kitty Zarya is the for now ship? Like, isn't that possible?
Well, Kitty Boone could always go back to being bad. Like, that's the thing too.
Yeah,
and it's just she won't. Because like I'm still kind of mad about the whole like, oh, sorry, it's all about survival, and she leaves. I mean, obviously she comes back, but still, I wasn't happy with that. So maybe like we're not done with her little crisis.
I think we're probably past that point at this point, considering how much affection she's shown Zarya. But it is possible, yeah. That like we've done the drama double, like which way are we going with the Pink Skulls a lot. So I also just think in general Kitty's portrayal has been excellent recently on the show. I think she is like the standout side character.
Yeah. And if her and Zarya become a thing, then she can become more of a main character.
Is she the 5th Mysticon? We're always speculating on the Discord. Tazmat, 5th Mysticon. Ooh, what if it's Kitty? Yeah, not actually a 5th Mysticon, by the way, but it could be. I don't know. We'll talk more about Tazmat. So here's Steve had some questions on Kitty and the Pink Skulls in terms of identities. I don't think we have answers for these, but let me read these. 1, does Kitty know the other Mysticons' identities? No question mark, but it's a legitimate question. Yeah.
I mean, it's a legitimate question, but
has she met them like as friends? She has.
She's met them normally, but
okay. I feel like she's not stupid.
Right. I think she. Yeah.
Also, her mom.
Like to believe.
Also, her mom was like Arcana's mom was like Arcana. Like really.
That's true. Yeah.
This isn't hard.
Yeah. Okay. So
this is not a
Kitty's
hard thing
Kitty's probably gonna figure it out. Yeah. Okay.
I hope she does.
Question 2. Do the other? Yeah. You think she's smart enough. Question. intelligence, but that intelligence and superior identities do not mix on these shows, I would say. So, see Miraculous Ladybug. Okay, it's question number 2. Do the other Mysticons know Zarya revealed herself to Kitty? I would say no, but maybe.
Yeah, I don't think she knows.
But they might have figured it out too.
Again, not hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially considering like how Kitty and Zarya act. Like, because Zarya was in her Mysticon, like, ranger out. You know what I mean? Like, she was a Mysticon ranger whenever she's on the ship. So, wouldn't it seem
they should be able to make the connection that they're being so affectionate with Mysticon ranger and not Zarya. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because that's kind of my impression. But I could be wrong.
And see, do the other Pink Skulls know anything? And I would say no, but Casey's got to learn that M is her soon, right? I think that's probably a plot point soon.
Yeah.
Well, they need to have that moment of like, okay, because they keep talking about their identities, so like they need to actually kind of have that plot of like you need to protect your identity if that's what they're gonna do, because they haven't talked about it and they need to do that. Even though it's stupid, they need to do it.
Yeah, that's definitely got to be a plot upcoming, because I think Casey just thinks he's with Mysticon Knight, and not.
Like everyone needs to know except Gawain, because he's stupid.
Yeah, Gawain will never know. I agree.
I agree.
Yeah. Last thing on the ships. We mentioned that in the middle of the montage we get Piper snuggling with Choco. And I really appreciated that we just did not leave Piper out of this montage. Like we're like clear. Look, so this episode is portraying what this episode is seemingly portraying. And again, we're only at episode 13. There's 40 episodes. These might not be the end game ships. Let's make that clear. Is that we're not pairing the Mysticons with each other. We're each giving them someone outside of the group to have a partner with. That's what the 3 we've talked about, except for Piper, who doesn't really have someone because she's kind of the younger character. And I like that we still show her being happy in this montage. Like, let's not leave Piper out.
Yes, it's very important.
Yeah. One, Piper needs to be happy. Fine. 2, you can be happy without romance too. That's another good lesson that you need to.
Yes, Piper. Yeah. Girl.
I love very similar situation here as with Ruby on Ruby. I would love if we had a canonical Piper as asexual portrayal. But it's somewhat problematic in that we're always like coding the childish characters as asexual, and that's not like how this works, right? So but it'd still be an interesting thing to show.
Who knows? Piper may like surprise us in a later episode, and she's like, "Oh, I'm going on a date," and everyone's like, "Oh, what?"
Yeah, I mean, she is 112, right? So who knows? Yeah,
exactly.
But I think okay, and worth checking in briefly on who's shown attraction to like who and what types of people. Piper, I don't believe has shown romantic attraction to anyone. Zarya, I don't believe has shown.
She just thinks they're cute.
Yeah. Just thinks,
she's like what is it? She's affectionate, but not like romantically affectionate. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because she'll like give them all like cutesy names and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely what they've been going for. Yeah. So I think Piper, no attraction to anyone. Zarya, attraction only to women so far, I would say. I don't think that there've been no males. And then M to this point only attraction towards males, and then same with Arcana, although you could argue the Zarya flirting. So I don't know. My headcanons for the sexualities would definitely be Zarya, lesbian, M, I want to be bi, so I hope we do that. And then yes let's please do that. And then like Piper, asexual, and we can do whatever we want with Arcana. I don't know, she can be straight, whatever. Arcana
can go both ways.
I think too much flirting with Zarya for this to be not a thing. So we'll hopefully explore it. Anyway, any last shipping comments? Good. No. Okay, I'm glad that dominated our discussion today. Okay, so what else did we get this episode that we have not talked about yet? We had Kimra. We talked about the good Kimra moments. Kimra and Tazma. I've tabled this Tazma discussion, but Kimra double crosses Tazma. Did we like that moment?
It was shocking, but it was also kind of like, how did Tazma not see this coming? Like, Kimra is not smart. Like.
I
guess good on Kimra, and I guess maybe it's about how like ignorant, well, not how arrogant Tazma
I think it shows Tazma's arrogance. I think it was cool to see Kimra being smart. And yeah, I think that I basically love this episode. I think that the complaints that, as I talked about in the beginning, which I haven't came back to yet, would be in terms of the overall narrative this season. This episode is about a lot of things that have not been in the season for a while. Arcana's parents hasn't been a thing in 10 episodes. Arcana's like character development hasn't been a thing in 10 episodes. Tazma, I think, has been incredibly underdeveloped this season. Malvaron has been underdeveloped. So I think that there's a lot of potentially unsatisfying things that happen in terms of the overall like narrative arcs. But I don't think that matters that much. Like, to me, that's not a big deal.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I was like, and it felt fine. Like, it's not like I was like, all of this is bad. It was just like, we're not quite there yet for me to care. Also, to me, it just feels unearned in that, like, Dreadbane sucks, and then Kimura just hands him the codex. I was like, "Are you serious?"
That's what happens. They just the rich people pay people to do things for them. Yeah,
gosh,
Delaney. It was a subtle commentary on capitalism. Yep. Anyway,
okay,
that's what it was.
Well, I did not get that.
I didn't get that either. But yeah, it's. But yeah, I thought Kimura was good here. Yeah, Tazmat. So I really. I have a ton of positive things to say about the show in general. I think Tazmat has really not been well handled.
Yeah, considering like she was such a big deal in the second episode, and we were all like we were all high on Tazmat. Like, we were ready for her to, like, you know, step aside from Dreadbane, become a huge villain, and then she still like is very much in the shadows. She is not like that force that we had wanted her to be. And I mean, there's still potential for her to become that, but like, we have other things, I guess, to worry about in terms of like the narrative and the plot. So,
and she's been really stupid. Like, she hasn't been very smart in like what she's been doing. And I think that's that's probably the most like annoying thing that's happened with her. And it's kind of an injustice to her character, I think, because I think Tazma's supposed to be smart and like she's supposed to be a threat and she's clever and she's really good at magic. And so I think what they need, like, which hopefully this Necrafa thing will really like start to bring that out, and that Tazma needs to outsmart Necrafa if she wants to stay alive. So that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I declared Tazma my favorite character after episode 2, and that has not worked out well. But it's like, nope. I think her portrayal in episode 2 was incredible, and then since then she just really hasn't done anything. And I don't think it's that big of a deal because she hasn't been that important to the story. So like, it's disappointing just because we have this cool character we'd want to be better. It doesn't really have a big impact on anything. But yeah, I just don't know her motivations or like where she fits in or what her actions are, or like, she needs to be doing more things and, like be on screen to tell us why she's doing things. I think it's a slow burn. I think that eventually Tazma will pay off. I'm not sure how, because Necrafa, it seems like I thought we might be doing the thing we did with Necrafa with Tazma, like where Tazma eventually becomes the main villain, but I assume Necrafa's not going down in season 2. Like, I assume she's still going to be a presence into season 3. So, I'm interested to see how Tazma fits in. Like, is she the 5th Mysticon? Like, is she an ally? Is she just this, mercenary figure? I worry about the mercenary figure one because that could continue to see her sidelined.
Tazma's gonna go good. That's what
I think that's most likely, yeah. And I'm interested to see how we do that.
Yeah,
Let's just totally do a Zuko. Let's just go for it.
Yeah, basically.
It'll just be interesting to see like what they decide to do with Tazma, because at this point we don't, like, she could be anything. She could be anyone. And so like, we thought we kind of had figured out in episode 2. I mean, even though she sort of like betrayed us, but you know, we were like, okay, here she's going to become like that villainous force, but at this point she could go anyway. So it'll be an interesting journey with Tazma, if they even do anything with her.
Yeah, I assume this is a slow burn here, but I'm worried about having too many characters. Let's hit on some other random things from the episode. The first one relates to this, which is our new character introduction here. Very random. Proxima Starfall, a new astromancer.
Is she gonna be evil? Are they pulling a Kuvira?
Right,
like, what is this?
So this the first thing I thought of when there's just in the finale, there's a random new character introduction is, oh, this is a Kuvira from the end of book 3 of Legend of Korra, where like there's like they have this mode. It's like, oh, I'm Kuvira, and it's like, oh, okay, I guess you're going to be important later, huh? So that's what this was. This is introducing a character that's going to be important upcoming in before her time has come. I don't have any other shows that do this off the top of my head. Like, so this feels very much like this Kuvira thing, and also Azula at the end of book 1 of Avatar. Delaney, we were talking about Velma characters on different podcasts earlier in earlier in the week. Proxima, potentially that archetype, she seems capable.
She's wearing glasses.
Yeah.
Like, obviously she's a Velma.
She's wearing glasses and she has a bob. Like.
Yeah, exactly. Like, really? Are you serious? Like, I'm also not over, like, Novateron not knowing her name. I was like, are you serious?
He wouldn't, though.
This is a total Kuvira. And
he's concerned with apocalypses.
Like, I kind of hope she's gay. Like, I don't know what her purpose is. Getting that gay vibe. Like, she has a bob.
She said one line.
She did. She only said one
She said, I'm Proxima stuff. That's all she said.
But I'm just like, who are you?
Yeah.
Like,
well, she addressed that.
What are you for? I don't think she's bad, but I'm also like, what are you for? Like, are you somebody's mom? Like, I don't.
Yeah, this is like, I'm already worried about Tazma having enough to do, and now we're going to bring in Proxima, who potentially could fulfill a similar role here. I wonder if her role will be killing Novateron and taking over the Astromancers.
Oh, I'm okay with that because he sucks.
Because I
wish Tazma would have been would be the person to do that. Like, why did we need another character? You could have just had Tazma do that. Like,
yeah.
Well, I've been waiting for Novateron to just be like completely evil. Like, you can't have eyebrows like that and be good. Like, I'm still like,
no, I think that's been decided. I don't think he's bad. He's just like stupid. He's not not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's old. Okay.
Yeah. Apparently he's 1,000 years old. Yeah. So. Him and his two henchmen, but Proxima. I think I'm just happy that they keep introducing new characters and they keep being female characters. So, I'm excited to see.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Let's do cool things with Proxima. Interested to see.
She's got a cool name. Yeah. Like, Starfall, I really love her name. Yeah. Right.
Is it really that cool?
I like it.
Wow.
Like, it's a total
shade
like,
already. Oh my god!
I'm just I'm still irritated. Zarya's name is Moonwolf. Okay, like.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention we were talking about Zarya and Kitty. Please call them Moonboon. This is my court appointed name for them. Please call them this.
Okay, can we talk about why can't they be Moon? Like, it's really irritating that like this opportunity is so close and it was snatched from us.
No, but I really feel like...
Can they just be Pirate Wolf? Like, something cool?
No.
I don't
know. Come on.
Moon.
Yeah, I thought about like something like Pirate. But I think this ship name is potentially very important if this is like a historically important ship. Like, everyone's going to know our Korosami, and that's a bad name forever. So, like, we gotta nail this one. Like, Moonboon at least rhymes. Like, we got that. So, I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I encourage that. Okay.
Well, I mean, the whole of the internet is just going to be like the gay magical pirate ship. Yeah. Like, that's it.
Yeah, I do think it's funny that they're almost lesbian space pirates, which is like it's no space, but they're almost there. It's like 2/3. Anyway,
which is my dream. That's what I've been wanting. That's what I want out of media.
It's like a meme thing. Yeah. Okay. So, after Proxima, some other random scenes. We had the I think I'm gonna make this the screenshot is the good luck hug before the final battle. With the four of them. It was good. We mentioned, Orc Bash, fighting. This whole thing with them just destroying the Codex, we didn't hit on it that much, but yeah, sure. I don't know. It didn't end up that being that, like the whole episode resolved around it, but, I guess I bought that Novateron, the show like convinced me that Novateron would do something like this.
Also, I thought it was really funny how, like, Arcana, like, I guess had that, like, coming around moment where she's like, oh, yeah, I have to go destroy the Codex. And then it was, like, Novateron's ship that, like, got in her way.
Yeah.
It wasn't even, like, sad. I was just like, are you serious? I was so mad. No, I was like, really?
Yeah.
Like, that can be, like, a meme now. It's just, like, just a ship shows up, like... And then he's like, the Mysticons have doomed us. I'm like, if you could pilot your stupid ship, this actually wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, it was frustrating that the Astromancers are so bad. Yeah, I think it fits with their character. The last thing I want to mention was the I tabled this one earlier too. The Casey Malvaron moment when Casey catches Malvaron and Casey says, hey, button-loving groundling, which is a reference to their earlier scene together when Malvaron wants Casey to button up his button, and instead he knocks the second one off.
That's pretty.
But Casey,
I didn't get it. I'm glad you explained this to me.
Shout out to Crispy who posted the show on Tumblr. That I wouldn't have remembered either. But that's why we have decided that Casey Malvaron, our male ship, is buttoned up. That's our name for the two of them.
Oh my god!
So
that's okay. I'm done.
Been decided. They're buttoned up. Okay. Casey's learned his lesson though, because I think he had all the buttons buttoned here. So
I'm kicking myself out.
He's buttoned up. So are you shipping the buttoned up, Delaney?
No, just because the name is stupid.
No, shush, it's great. I like the two of them. If it didn't contradict, I'm fine with it contradicting Arcana and Malvaron, but M and Casey, I don't know.
Yeah, no, they're too.
We can't break them up.
You can't break them up.
They're not even officially.
I would like
yet, but we can't break them
I would
up.
like a male ship somewhere, but no, I don't know. There's so many female characters. There's not a lot of possibilities, which is good. Which
I'm not going to complain about. Good. Not bothered.
Yeah.
Okay, so final thoughts here. How about answer? I think this might be the best episode of the show. So final thoughts, and do you agree, Delaney?
I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was really good, and for season finale, pretty great. Not that it's really going to function as one, but I don't think it's the best. I really enjoyed last week's episode a lot. I don't know. Also these episodes are just kind of they blur together. They're really good. So we'll have to see. I don't know. To me, the show gets better and better. I do think some of the weirdness of this episode, things not necessarily adding up because it's been so long for since we were dredging some things up. I think it did hurt it a little bit, and I again didn't feel it was earned to be Necrafa winning. I feel like it happened a little too soon, but I mean we had to get there somewhere at some point. But it's still a really great episode. I'd definitely say top 5 right now.
Yeah. I think that's reasonable. Last episode being better. Last episode is great. I definitely think the season would have been better if it could have moved better if it was 20 episodes instead of 13 episodes. But they only have a limited time and they want to do a lot of things, so I don't blame them for moving fast. This is what I always advocate for showrunners. Just do everything you want to do in the episodes you have initially ordered, because you might not get more. And a lot of people don't listen to that. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We're doing everything here. April, final thoughts here.
This is definitely a top episode for me. I mean, last week's episode was really, really good too. So they're really tied, I guess, for me. And it may just be the recency of this episode that I'm super hype on it and everything. So I'm glad that I know that it was a season finale, because it makes a lot more sense to me now too. But no, this episode was great, and I really enjoyed it, and it gives it I agreed whenever you were saying this is the show that you'd been wanting for a while, and I it just solidified that opinion for me, because every episode as we've continued, I'm I like the show more and more. I like the show more and more, and then this episode, I was just I love this show. I need all of this show. So it was great. All of it's wonderful.
Yeah, definitely. It's not even Star is probably the closest thing to this, but Star isn't this narrative heavy as this show. They're not the same show. Yeah. So, and I mean,
Mysticons is really close to being my favorite show that we're covering right now.
I think honestly, right? I mean, I'm caught up in the hype at the moment, and it's just a new show, and I very much move. I very much bounce around, but Mysticons is my favorite show on TV right now. I'm serious.
Right. I mean, because Star's not here and Steven's not here, but even for everything I want out of a show, Mysticons is giving me right at the moment. wanted. Like, it's female-led, like, there's action, it's fantasy, it's also kind of sci-fi. Like, all of this is my favorite. This is everything I've wanted. And if the gay happens, I'm going to be like, done, perf. Like,
about that, like, if one, it's already happening, which is great. And also, two, I think it really does help the fact that we know that something will happen eventually, because I feel like it makes for me personally, it's always like, oh, this show is incredible, but it's not going to do like one of the things I want it to do. Yeah. And like this show, it's like, okay, it's coming. It like removes like an emotional barrier. I feel like I know that I'm not going to have to do this caveat with the show. Like it's so all in.
Yes.
And to think like the show is being created with that in mind, and like they've written it, and I'm like, yeah,
it's like right from the beginning. Like it's great. Yeah,
exactly. It's so validated.
Yes,
like,
yes, seriously,
so validated.
Seriously, yeah.
Yes,
yeah, 100%. So,
I'm totally like 100% about this show. Like I talk about it all the time, and I don't care if people think I'm crazy. Like. I'm like, no, for real. Like anytime someone's like, oh, I don't know what to watch, and I'm like, you should watch Mysticons.
Yes,
like,
yeah. It is really annoying to me that more people are not checking this out, and it's a new show, but it's just like half of the things you see about it are blah 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 blah, the animation, blah 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 blah, like pacing, and it's like pacing stuff is stupid. The animation's comments are stupid. The show looks great for what it has. Yes, it would be better with a bigger budget and with like.
I'm still like, oh, the animation. I'm like, do you watch Rick and Morty? Like,
yeah, the show looks better than it looks better than Rick and Morty and BoJack. Like, it's
which the point of Rick and Morty is for not to look good, but like you're kind of like, is that really the problem you have with it?
Yeah, like is that the real reason, or are you just afraid to fall in love?
Like, I don't know if that's the reason. Yeah, I would say a lot of like sexism in viewing tendencies. People more likely to discount female-led shows, but really need more people to check this out. Please, a big thing is going to be buying the toys when they come out in a few days, because that's
Choco plush.
Yeah, I think basically that is what will be deciding whether we get more than the current 40. So.
I'll buy all of the toys.
You say that, but there's probably $150 worth of toys coming out. So,
yeah.
It's fine. I don't need to eat for like a month.
There's a lot of toys coming out, yeah.
Christmas is coming.
Okay,
oh, yeah, Christmas is coming, you guys. And you know what April, Dylan, and Delaney all want.
If you like,
Choco plushes.
For Zarya, you have your choice between small Zarya, slightly bigger Zarya, and Zarya Battle Gear. So you can get all of these.
And like the giant playset, right?
Yeah, there's like Zarya with Griffin with a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So okay, these are your choices.
I have the marionette toy. Like this.
Yeah. If you like Piper, though, you only get one choice. So it's very frustrating. Yeah. Okay. So I'm glad. No, I am glad Zarya, who ostensibly is like Zarya, who's ostensibly the lesbian character, like is on every merchandise option. Like that's so cool. She's like definitely our second lead here, and it's great. Okay, so let us know what you thought of All Hail Necrafa. YouTube comments, overlyanimated.com. Definitely consider joining us on Discord at overlyanimated.com/Discord. Mysticons is definitely our most popular channel on Discord, by a lot. The discussion during the podcast, I can't keep up. I don't know what they're talking about right now. I think it's
purposely ignored it.
I think it's related to this Tazmat Necrafa, like what's going on there thing. So I think it's a lot of interesting stuff. Even members of the crew on our Discord, Mysticons Discord channel. So a lot to discuss. Come weigh in, join the party. Overlyanimated.com/Discord. Overlyanimated.com for all of our social media and stuff, and subscribe to us wherever you're listening. Consider supporting us on Patreon, patreon.com/overlyanimated. Thank you very much to all of our current patrons, especially our patron of the podcast, Brendan, aka Kells, and thanks as always to our patron executive producers, John, Ryan, Steve, Alex, and Andy. Upcoming podcasts. Well, if you like Miraculous Ladybug, this is the week. Million Miraculous Ladybug podcasts. Check that out at overlyanimated.com. And if you like this show, you might like Miraculous Ladybug. Female oriented shows. So that's cool. Although by the way, I would say not to throw shade at Miraculous Ladybug, which has had a strong beginning to season 2. I think 13 episodes in, the show is like far superior to Ladybug already.
Agreed.
Oh yeah, no, Mysticons is like so much better than Ladybug.
Which again, Ladybug's been good. Ladybug could catch up.
And I love Ladybug.
It could catch up this season. We'll see. Okay, so check out overlyanimated.com for all that. Thank you guys very much for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.